on top of the world, about to jump above it. Take it straight to the moon, 'cause we know how to rock it. Ain't no thing you can do, ain't no way to stop it. Now you're feeling it too, let's get it started. Throw your hands in the air while the beat is dropping. Acting like you don't care when everybody's watching. Just keep whipping your hair like that, you got it. Yeah, you're feeling it too, let's get it started. I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started. Charts off the meter, turn it up, blow the speakers, make them more to believers. Break through the surface, tell them open the curtains, give them all what they wanted, yeah. Now let's get it started. I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. Yeah, I'm ready, ready. I'm ready. Are you ready, ready? I'm ready. Let's get it started. Yeah, yeah, I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Let's go. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it, get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Give me something new. Time to break loose. Take it to another level. Now we on the move. Shout if you coming with me. Going over the limit. On your mark, keep it steady. So tell me, are you ready? I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started.
You're looking at the aerial view. That is, of course, the exciting racetrack. That is the I-55, the POWRi I-55 Raceway. We're ready to rock and roll. POWRi, Missouri. Federated Auto Parts, I-55 Raceway. We're ready. This is round number 4 of the POWRi 410 9-wing sprint series from, again, the virtual Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55. And it is iRacing on LSRTV. Good evening. I am Wesley Outland. I'll be here with you, as always, every Thursday night. We got an exciting one here for you this evening as we're ready to go here at Federated Auto Parts Raceway. This is an exciting, unique, fun racetrack. This is also, by the way, the first of our doubleheader coverage. That's right, coming up later tonight, it is qualifying, the duels, and the feature race at Daytona for the trucks. The Northwest Cup Series on Monday night did not disappoint. Is it official yet that Cole Raz won, or is it still unofficial? It is still unofficial. So anyhow, they're ready to go at Daytona for the trucks later tonight. Anyhow, we've got about 10 minutes to practice remaining, and we're going to give you your 411. By the way, we got a new sponsor, and practice sessions rolling on, lone qualifying. We'll set the lineup. A certain amount will go into then your heat races. There will be a C main, a B main if necessary, depending on the car count numbers. And it's a 40-lap feature. Your ML Performance weather conditions on the bottom right of the monitor. And it is 73 degrees air temp, track temp at 71. And the wind speed at 5 miles per hour, overcast conditions. But of course, as you can see, this race will be ran at night. So the stage is set. They're finishing up their final practice session before we go into qualifying. And we get ready for an action-packed race event that will go all the way until the checkered flag at the end of the B mains before we go to another commercial break. So we'll take an extended commercial break now. The stage is set. We're ready. I hope you are. Buckle in. Oh, geez. I thought they were 8 minutes on the clock left. Okay, so I'm understanding they're not running the timeout. So we're going to actually be advancing right into the next thing here. So I got you. So I'm understanding that this is actually the qualifying session, and they're going to quickly finish up with qualifying, and they're going to shut the clock down here. It's not going to go to the full 8 minutes, so my apologies on that. So I'll stay here with you all the while. Matter of fact, practice is about to come to an end here now. So I was correct. It was practice. Why you? So they're getting ready to qualify now is what they're getting ready to do. So practice was supposed to have went like 10 minutes, but again, they cut it to like only a few minute segments now because they're letting it. I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're jumping the server ahead faster than usual. Obviously, you see the clock now. And what I'm being told is one of the reasons why they are not letting the clock run to its entirety is they're not wanting to wear the racetrack out. So I'm assuming now that if you kill the server at the end of your qualifying, your practice, it doesn't wear the track conditions out on the racing facility. So here's Logan Rumsey. He won last week at Falls, if you remember. And, yeah, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Yeah, it looks like he's going to pull in. Heatwave Performance, number 10, Skylar Brown. He's ready to go. We'll see what Skylar Brown can do. Qualifying on the racetrack again, Skylar Brown, best lap of time from Greenburgh, Indiana. 29 years old for Brent Marks Racing Sim Team, Chevrolet, number 10. Keith Bradley, the animal, out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. The Tim Sims entry. Number 71, Kay. We'll see what he does here in qualifying. Again, qualifying will go by quickly. They are literally going fast with qualifying. You're seeing more cars. You're seeing the car we're showing you, but there's multiple cars on the racetrack at one time. And right now, Logan Rumsey has set fast time with 11:65. 11:71 for Mike Augustine, and Keith Bradley just cracked outside the top 10 in 11. Here's Craig Silby. Craig Silby in the elite number 7 entry. See what Silby can do as he takes time. Craig Silby out of Auckland, New Zealand in the Privateer Elite Performance Toyota. And Craig Silby, there's Dylan Yeager. Ready to go, the young man, Dylan Yeager, out of Hamilton, New Jersey, 17 years old for Victory Lane Racing, Team VLR. See what he can do here. It's negative 0.108 from the pole. Will he improve? Lap number 2. And no. So it looks like qualifying might have actually concluded, and man, they knocked it out very fast with close to 24 entries. Logan Rumsey unofficially is your fast qualifier. He put down a really good lap. It looks like we got a couple more cars left to go. Here's come Cole Cabry. Cole Cabry in the number 12 out of Tampa, Florida. And we'll see what Cabry can do here. Cole Cabry in the house. Will he be able to bump up to the pole before this qualifying session ends? Not likely, not looking good. He was negative 0.12 to the pole, and now he's going to turn 11.762 for Cole Cabry in the black and yellow. Number 12. Man, I'd love to hear that roar. I'd love to hear that engine purr there. And it looks like qualifying has now officially concluded. So qualifying is done. They are going, as we said, to reset quickly because they're going to not run down the time and use up the track conditions each time. So, you know, they're probably going to advance this here is what we're being told in a matter of moments. And then we'll get ready for going to heat races. Of course, quick reminder, as it's 2 seconds away, don't forget tonight, 11:25 Eastern, 10:25 Central, 8:25 Pacific, the opener lid lifter for the 2022 Season 9 of the Northwest Racing Series Truck Program. Daytona, Samuel Dyer and myself is on the broadcast call. Now, Samuel will have some other iRace announcing obligations. He will join me before, hopefully, we drop the green in the duels. He has some other announcing stuff going on, but his plans is to join me in the booth here. So, with that being said, we're ready to go for heat race number 1. Talk to me, Charles. We're taking the top 5, top 4. We got 24 entries. It might be everybody going to the A main. I don't see. We'll find out. Logan Rumsey on the pole, by the way, winner last week at Falls. He's on the pole in the number 41 to the outside. Mason Hannigan in the car number 1X. Row number 2 in heat number 1. Tyler Schill will be in the 85 to the outside. Bryce Barris in the 3013M. Row number 3. Keith Bradley, the Animal, the 71K to the outside. Skylar Brown in the number 10. Row 4. And Shane James in the 1J. Austin Simmelman in the 18. And there's your lineup of row number 4. We got 24 cars. So I'm assuming it'll be 8 cars, 3 heats. Either top 4, top 5 transfer. I understand that the top 4 will transfer. Everybody else will go to the B main. There will be at least 1 B main tonight. And honestly, that'll just determine the lineup for the rest of the race unless they take less than 24 cars, because we do have 24 entries. Should be a quick night for round number 4 of the POWRi 410 Non-Wing Sprint Series at the virtual Federated Underparts Raceway in I-55. Green flag in the air underway. Heat number 1, we're taking 4. Well, Rumsey gets the jump. Hannigan under attack on the Black Diamond entry. He reels up in front of the pack. He got in front of James and Bradley and Schill through the block on him. They're going to go 3 wide there for a minute. Schill will hold on to the inside lane. Down to the outside lane. They'll do some little crossovers and sliders. Move up the racetrack. He'll seal them up to the bottom of the right of the corner. Then the back straightaway up for 4, back to 1. Here we go. You're on board with Tyler Schill. And that right front wheel just zigging and zagging and going as he's right now in the top 5. Outside looking in. James is the man to the transfer spot. There you see James and Barris and Shell battle. Meanwhile, Ramsey holding on to that spot. Cross the line up the hill. They'll work back around in the corner. Off into the 1 and 2. Now for 3 and 4. Halfway home. 4 down and 4 to go. Rumsey leading the way. Logan Rumsey carrying all that momentum he got from last night, where he won last Thursday night, mind you. And now he's in the catbird seat leading the charge. Rumsey on the front, Hannigan in second, James and Bradley top 4. Coming off the corner. White flag in the air, the Sierra 1 to go. Heat race number 1 done. Rumsey will get it done. Logan Rumsey in the number 41. Mason Hannigan will settle for the number 2 spot. James and Bradley, they'll all transfer in. Here's your results of heat number 1. Fast 8-lap heat race, rock and roll. Top 4 go to the show. Everyone else from Brown, Schill, Barris, and Simmelman will go to a B main later tonight. So Rumsey, Hannigan, James, and Bradley are transferring in to the A main. Winner last week, of course, the driver of Logan Rumsey. Picking him up and putting him down and doing well at it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Cole Cavery on the pole in heat race number 2, the number 12 machine to the outside. Dylan Yeager, the 17-year-old for Team VLR. Row number 1. Row number 2 will find Felix Roy, the 91F to the outside. Craig Sherman in the number 72. Pace car rolls. Row number 3, Bruce Jones in the 17B. Ryan Codwell in the 4. And the final row on back will find Alex Zorinsky and Trevor Royer in the 90. So that's your lineup. Another 8-lap heat race. We're taking the top 4. Top 4 will transfer into the A main. The other 4 will work their way to the back of a B main to lock in the rest of the lineup. Couple of yellow machines ready to go to the line. Green flag of the air. We're underway here in heat number 2 at POWRi. Caber gets a jump on the outside lane. He'll get up in the cushion first, up in the fluff. And now here comes Yeager. Dylan Yeager down on the bottom of the racetrack. He'll down slow and throw the block on the bottom. He thought about it. Yeager comes back on the inside. Yeager with the crossover, the slider. He could get rid of the back straightaway. Working down into turn number 3. Look at them slide their way on the inside of the racetrack, trying to get something started back to the flag stand. We're 70 and now 6 to go. Next time by, this time by, and we got a caution. Normally we don't see cautions in the heat race unless it's something bad. And we got one upside down. It's Caldwell, number 4 on his lid. Pulse Popper, instant replay, and we will tell you what went down here. So caution is out. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Flying through the air. And there you see the end result with 6 laps to go. My buddy Caldwell behind the wall. So he is, of course, with a lot of damage. They'll settle back in, they'll restart. He's behind the wall. Caldwell down for 7 to go. We'll have to go through a B main here later tonight. Green flag back in the air. Now they're back to it again. It's out in front, Yeager. Holding on to that top position, Dylan Yeager leading off the corner. Yeager out in front. Caber the second spot. Another lap of the board. This is only round number 4. Halfway through the season next week. Final lap of CRN1 to go. iRacing on CRN for the Northwest Truck Series coming up later tonight. We are CRN for the radio call as iRacing on LSRTV will have the video production checkered flag for heat number 2 here at POWRi. And when it's all said and done, it's going to be Dylan Yeager getting the win for Team VLR. The 17-year-old in the 48 machine. Cole Caber will settle for second. Felix Roy. Bruce Jones will transfer. And for everybody from 5 on back to position 8, Sherman, Royer, Sharinsky, and Caldwell, who got on his lip on the flip count at 1 now, is out, and they have to go to a B main. One more heat race remains. Heat race number 3. Mike Augustine is on the pole in the number 19. James Tiernan in the 98, row 1. Row 2 is going to find Vinny Sansone in the 80 machine to the outside. Benjamin Hickman in the G6. Row number 3, Ernie Williams Jr. the 91 to the outside. Todd Brandon, 45. And in the back of 24 entries, Sabin Bybent and Craig Silvey in the 7. Another 8 cars, top 4 transfer to the A main. Everyone else will go to the back of a B main. So if you got 24 cars, peeps, and you locked in the top 4 from your A main, from your heats, that's 12 drivers. And I'm assuming we're going to cut the field in half, and 12 cars will fight for 8 spots, maybe all 12 spots for the B main later tonight. I believe they're going to run 24. They might run 20 cars. I'm not sure. They're coming to the line. There is going to be a B main. One B main coming up next. Green flag in the air. We're underway. We're taking 4 in the final heat. And Mike Augustine on the inside leads him. Here comes Tiernan on the outside lane. He'll battle back. Look at that 3-car battle now. Augustine, Tiernan, Sansone, and now throw also Hickman in the battle. There's your top 4 trying to transfer in. Everyone else on the outside looking in, and they're losing ground on them. There's your top 4 in the pack. Tiernan, Up on the outside lane, there he is in the pink and white machine, paddling back. Augustine in the black and blue. White entry, number 19 on the inside. Here comes Sansone to the outside. Now back to the bottom. To the bottom of the racetrack, go hung up under the machine at Augustine. And hang with him as Tiernan is up on the fluff on the outside lane. He's up in the cushion. No one there to reel him in yet. Sansone in battle with Augustine for second to third. Hickman now back to fourth. Hookman up on the outside lane. There's the G6 riding high up on the top shelf. Here they work side by side. Coming to 3 to go, just after halfway. Augustine and Sansone flip-flopping those spots. They go at it again. More sliders on the White Castle as they work off the corner. Now back off the turn. Down the front straightaway, back to the backside. 2 to go. It is Tiernan out in front. Tiernan to come to the white flag of the Sierra, and 1 to go. 1 more to go. Here in heat number 3. Tiernan leading. Augustine second. Sansone, Hickman, they're holding on to it. Holding on. Top side, checkered flag. Caution free. James Tiernan will take heat race number 3. So Tiernan will get it done in heat race number 3. And we'll get ready for the interviews of top 4, or the results is what I meant to say. James Tiernan is the winner. Mike Augustine second. Vinny Sansone, Benjamin Hickman. They all transfer. Bybant, Williams, Sylvie, Brandt, the bottom 8 of, or the bottom 4 of the top 8 finishers have to go to a B main, which is about to begin right about now. 1 B main to set the lineup for the 40 lap feature. Let's give you your starting lineup for the B main. On the pole, 12 laps, Skylar Brown to the pole, the number 10 to the outside, Craig Sherman in the 12. Sherman in the 72, my apologies. Row number 2, Saban Bybant to the outside, Tyler Schill. Row number 3, Trevor Royer in the 90, Ernie Williams Jr. in the 91. Row 4, Bryce Barbas in the 13M, Alex Zarinsky in the 23. Row 5, Craig Silby in the 7, Austin Simmelman in the 18. Row 6, final row, Ryan Codwell and Todd Brandt. So here's the deal. Oh, we got one guy pulling all the way to the back already. Holy cow. Pulling out of line. Maybe he doesn't want to be in the front. Here's the deal, though. We got 1 B main. It's 12 laps. Who's transferring, Charles? Everybody? Top 12? Or is it we only taking 8? And the reason I only asked this question is because we only had 24 cars on sign-in tonight. So, only the top 10 advance. So, we're only starting 22 cars tonight. So, there is only 10 spots up for grabs out of 12 cars. Green in the air. B main underway. The feature A main 40 lapper is next at I-55 in Peebly, Missouri. 3 wide for the lead with Brown, Bybant, Royer going at it here. Up on 3 wide in the back. There goes Sharim. Yeah, Sharim, Shell, Royer fighting for those spots. Sharim right there on the outside lane. Here he goes. Tries to hang with Royer. Back stretch into 3. Brown still the man out in front. Bybant second. Royer third. Flip count only at 1 with Caldwell. Early we got one flipping over now. I spoke too soon. Caution's out. Upside down, end over end. Number 91 is Ernie Williams Jr. And the caution is out. Oh, man. Ernie Williams Jr. flying through the air. Well, 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 well. Caution out. Nine to go. Ernie Williams Jr. going to continue along, but he's going to be in the back. Nah, he'll go to the tail. We'll get ready to go back to green. Lights are off. 3 in. back under the restart here. That's one of the cool things that iRacing's done on the update, is not making you run so many prolonged caution laps. Green flag back out here at Peevely, the home of the Ironman 55 at Peevely 55 Raceway, Federated Auto Parts, I-55. If you wonder why they call that racetrack, it's located off of Interstate 55 in the Show Me State. Seven to go. Brown out in front. Brown and by Bent Royer. There you see him again. Wow, what a drift up in front of the machine of Brown. He's there again. Bybent now making a move. Royer on the outside as well. They'll go back out up the corner. Brown holding on. Bybent and Royer going to the caution out again. Just at halfway. Yellow flag. 6 in and 6 to go. Five laps to go. I think they are letting caution laps count. So they'll reset, they'll get ready to go again. And they're actually going to reset them here and go back to the caution laps not counting. So whenever we go back to the green flag, they are going to reset and try this again here. So green flag back out. Here we go again with 5 laps to go. And just as fast as we went back to green, we go back to yellow. As we got another flipper upside down. I think that's Ernie Williams Jr. again. Flip count now at 3, and it's 2 times involving the same number, 91. Replay, find out what happened. 4 laps to go. Oh, I'll see here. Oh, no. Oh, more. Oh, my. Oh, he got flipping too also. Shield did in the 85, man. We didn't even see him. We see him now, Tyler Schill. All the while, the man out in front is, of course, Skylar Brown. Trevor Royer up 3 spots in second, and 4 spots, Alex Zarinsky. Codwell trying to get back in the dance as well. Got himself a good spot going right now. Charles, I'm understanding there's no sound in the broadcast on YouTube, bud. People are messaging me. And we got 2 laps to go. With Brown out in front, Brown and Royer are leading the way. Bybent. Oh, and a white flag will go in the air here. Last time by. Brown leading, checkered flag. Whoever just messaged me, check your volume, check your sound. For who just messaged me on Messenger, check your sound because they're saying we're coming out clear. And the B main just wrapped up. It's Brown getting it done. Skylar Brown getting the checkered flag here in the B main. Trevor Royer second. Craig Sherman will finish in third. Craig Silby fourth. Barris Williams, even though he flipped earlier, comes back to finish in sixth. Sharinsky, Simmelman, Codwell, and Bybent will all transfer in to the A main. We are now going to take an extended break. Thank our sponsors. We'll come back for the 40-lap A main next. This is iRacing on LSRTV. For the LSRTV
limbs have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on nc811.org or the NC811 app.
Welcome back to the virtual Ironman 55 Raceway. Of course, that's the big race they run for the sprint cars every year. We're back here, and we hope you're doing well. This is the round 4 of the POWRi 410 non-wing sprint series. I am your host, Wesley Outland. We have completed all of the preliminaries, okay? The heat races are done. The Consi is done. We took the top 10. And now 22 drivers are ready to go for their 40-lap A-Main. Hey, don't forget, coming up later tonight on iRacing on LSRTV and the radio feed on the Community Radio Network, it is the season lid lifter for 2022 and Season 9 of the Northwest Racing Series Trucks from Daytona. We're looking forward to it. All right, from the dirt at POWRi, your starting lineup for round 4. Logan Rumsey's on the pole. Number 41 on the outside, Dylan Yeager in 48. Row number 2 is going to find James Kieran of the 98 machine, Mason Hannigan in the 1X. Row number 3 will find Cole Cavery in the 12, Mike Augustine in 19. Row 4 on the grid, Shane James in the 1J, Felix Roy in the 91F. Row number 2, row number 5, top 10, Vinny Sansone in the 80, Keith Bradley, the Animal, the 71K. Row 5, row 6, Bruce Jones in 71B. Followed by Benjamin Hickman of the G6. Row 7 on the grid. We'll find Skylar Brown in the 10, Trevor Royer the 90. Row 8 tonight, Craig Shuren in the 72, Craig Silby in the 7. Row number 9, Bruce Barris in the 13M, Ernie Williams Jr. the 91. Row 10, top 20, Alex Zarinsky, Austin Simmelman in the 18. There you go, row number 11. Ryan Codwell in the 4, Sabin Bybent, and in the back, that's it. So 2 drivers were not able to start the race, 22 entries ready to go, and it is almost that time. Pace truck coming in at POWRi. We're ready, round 4, POWRi sprints. We're feeling the roar of the clay at I-55 Raceway. And we are one upside down. Holy cow. So much for that. We got them upside down in turn number 1 and 2. I believe it's, man, oh man, I believe it's the G6 machine. I think it's our buddy in the G6 of, yeah, Benjamin Hickman. Flying high like a G6. Look at that. Putting this up under caution right on the start of things. They might have to restart this again. Don't believe caution laps count. Man, oh man, my. So Hickman going around. And we'll try this again here. Still a lot of racing left to go. A couple of drivers just getting on the lid, but I think flip count now at 4 or 5 possibly. Ready? All right, green flag back out. Here at I-55, we're back to it again. Looking at that run down to the points, keep an eye on Rumsey, and course winner last week. Dylan Yeager, James Tiernan, all those drivers were in the hunt at I-55 last weekend down the back straightaway. Working their way back into the corner. We're finally 2 laps in, 3 laps in. I guess they did let caution laps count. As Rumsey, the man leading the way, but not for long. Yeager on the inside. Tiernan on the outside lane as well. Cavery on the outside looking in. He can't decide whether he wants to go the top, middle, or bottom. Yeager clears by Rumsey on the inside. And we got caution out again. Trouble. 23, Zarinsky upside down, flip count at 6. Man. Here we go again. flip count at 6. 7. Look at this. Sheminsky one more time. Another look at the replay. Look at him on the outside. Coming hot and heavy, battling. Look at him just turning to the wall. This look at fly. I mean, another one's going upside down. Oh, well, at that time, Ernie Williams Jr. got some help. So we had 2 cautions within a caution. That was a secondary yellow. But the caution was for Williams when he got airborne. We're 4 into 40, 36 to go. Well, we'll try this again. That's all you can do, right, Charles? Just try this again. Had a wild race in the trucks coming up tonight. 410 sprints. Now at Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55. It used to just be called I-55 Raceway. Leave the dang name alone. That was a sponsor. Sponsor came in and wanted to sponsor the, if you did not know, by the way, Kenny Wallace and Ken Schrader are the owners of this race facility. I've been here before, about 4 or 5 years ago. Down the back straightaway, they go into turn number 3. The leader is Yeager out in front. Rumsey in second. Tiernan trying to run down Rumsey for that spot. Cabri also running down Tiernan for the spot of the top 5. Okay, now 8 into 40. Back straightaway, they go into turn number 3, trying to get that long green flag run under their belt. So finally, get something started here. Working off the corner of the back straightaway. Back stretch into turn number 3, a very tight 3/8 mile here in the Show Me State of Peevely, Missouri. Down to the inside, battle going on. Yeager battles going on with Tiernan and Rumsey going at it again. Tiernan and Rumsey for that spot. Outside lane, Rumsey. Inside lane, Tiernan. They flip-flop those positions. Trying to run down Dylan Yeager. Oh, he almost ran it up the wall. He wheel hopped his tire off the concrete. Kept on going. Using the wall, your friend on your tire is once in a while okay. But if you push it to the limit, it'll cost you. Bradley in trouble. The animal out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, coming to the pit lane. By the way, only 18 cars left on the racetrack, and they're all on the lead lap. Yeager, Rumsey, Tiernan, Cabri, Hannigan, your top 5. 3 wide in the middle, Augustine. Flip-flop those spots with Sansone. Sansone and James. James up the racetrack down to the inside. They work their way off the corner again. Here go the outside lane again by Sansone, and the caution is out on the Speedway as we're looking on board with Augustine. And the shock in the wheel in the front right. And the yellow will fly one more time. Well, a nice green flag run now comes to a halt for just a few moments as we go back under the yellow flag. 14 in of 40. There you see what happened one more time. Of course, a tough break for Ernie Williams Jr. Flip count for him now multiple times tonight in the number 91 machine. Dylan Yeager ready on the restart. Drops quick to the inside through the block on Rumsey. We're back underway at Peevely, right where we left off. Let's lift up where we belong. Lyrics to a love song and the lyrics to what's going on the clay here at Virtual I-55. Yeager up the outside lane. Rumsey will pull back on the bottom. He's after him. He's going to carry Tiernan and Cabri with him as well as they work under the corner. Up the racetrack is Rumsey. Rumsey stays up top side. Oh my goodness, Cabri will follow. Cabri will stay and follow that fluff off the corner out of 2. Now Tiernan's coming. Tiernan's coming after Hannigan. Hannigan out of the inside there. You see him right there. We got calamity. We got crashes. We got cars in the wall. And they're still keeping going. No caution yet. And we're coming upon halfway in a few more laps. 40 laps of distance. They'll come to the cross flags here in a few more laps. As right now, Yeager is leading the way. Look at all by my Hannigan. Hannigan trying to close in on Sansone for that spot, along with James, Sansone, Tiernan, Hannigan, all bottle. Whoa, we got one flying through the air. Caution is out. I believe that's Sansone. I just mentioned his name. Vinny Sansone, I believe, flying through the air in the corner of 3 and 4. The number 80. Watch this and listen. Oh, my. Had some help. Flip count now at 7, mind you. We are halfway home, by the way. Man, oh man. Yeager and Rumsey now. The battle after halfway continues here. We're 20 in, 20 to go. Yeager and Rumsey 1 and 2, Cabri 3rd, Hannigan and Tiernan top 5. Really good matchup of cars here when they get ready to go back to green. And right now it is. I love the fact that they don't have to waste 2, 3, 4 laps under caution. They quickly can get them back going again. Yeager, Rumsey outside lane here. He comes. He's going to carry Cabri with him as well as Tiernan. Inside, Hannigan will follow along with Yeager. Rumsey now changes up lines. He'll go from the outside down to the inside lane. Halfway home now, plus second half of the race with 19:18 to go. $17 to go. Look at all these awesome sliders, crossovers, and caution out again. Trouble for Craig Silby in the number 7, I believe. Yellow flag flying. Closing in on 15 laps to go. Silby gets turned. Oh my goodness, right into the crossover, into the wall, and your flip count now at 8. You see how this track is rubbered up so fast. That's one of the things that they wanted to try to prevent earlier tonight. When they were qualifying or when they were practicing hot lapping, qualifying heat races, they didn't want to stay on the clock for so long. They wanted to get back to the racing surface, not becoming this in those runs, because this track rubbers up so quickly. You literally can look at it from and you see how rubbered up it is. Dust, and it's like a pavement track right now. Honestly, it's rubbered up so much, and they're taking every advantage of it from top to bottom. Green flag back out, trying to go to the bottom moisture of the racetrack, if you will. Do they climb back up the banking? And yes, I-55 Raceway is banked. It doesn't look like it, but it's banked when you come off that corner. 15 to go. And Dylan Yeager still continuing to lead the way. Logan Rumsey in the last week at Falls, trying to get right back after him and run out of time. Hannigan is there, Cabri there, also trying to make something happen. All the while. Race continues with Yeager out in front now. Ramsey trying so hard. Logan Rumsey to try to reel him back in. Rumsey up on the outside lane. Now he's got some help with Cabri. Cabri now moved in, crossed up with traffic. Lap cars are in the way of the leaders. And this will make things interesting as now Rumsey under attack between Cabri and Hannigan and Tiernan. They're battling inside the top 5. Yeager is gone. Open up to almost a second lead if he can. He's trying to. They're coming to the line. 30 in, 10 to go. This time by from the flag stand. And Dylan Yeager picking them off one by one and trying so hard to open up that interval. Half a second now between Rumsey and Cabri. Cabri and Hannigan about 1-2 seconds back to the leader, Yeager. Rumsey's the only driver that's actually able to, got in a wall! He got in the wall. Cabry did. Cabry got in the wall, and here comes now Tiernan to reel him in. Like bait on a post popper fishing hook, and we got one around. Caution's out. Craig Silby. Hannigan's involved. Are you kidding me? Mason Hannigan, who was in the top 5 earlier tonight, now he's wrecked. He got wrecked with Silby, and the caution out again. So the caution out. They'll reset again here. Craig Silby, Mason Hannigan, a couple other cars in a multi-car accident with under 10 laps to go. I believe this will be a single file restart by virtue of the series rules for the POWRi 410 non-wing sprints. They will go single file because we're under 10 laps to go. Which, mind you, is good for Logan Rumsey. Back on the loud pedal. Green flag back out. Yeager also involved in that accident the last go around. He falls all the way back to 12th. This opens the door easily to Logan Rumsey if he can hold off Cabry. Cabry's coming after him though, to the outside, the crossover, up the outside, to the inside. Moving by more cars, and now Rumsey will go to the outside, read that lane by Cabry, cut him off, drift up in front of him as they work out of turn number 2. To the front, back straightaway to 3. Laps winding down, and Rumsey now clears it one more time. James Tiernan now back across the stripe, and the caution is out. And the leader, Rumsey, got in the wall, but it's not him, it's a couple of other cars. As caution out one more time. Pretty interesting race, but watch this one more time. Look at them, they got into one another. Of course, that's number 46. Or 48, I'm sorry, 48. Dylan Yeager, when it rains and pours, man. He was up at the front earlier, now he's the back. Shootout time. Shootout time with 5 laps to go when they take the green flag. 5 remaining when they come to green. And this is, of course, the waning stages of this race in this 40-lap A-main. Lights are off for the pace truck. We'll get ready to go here again. Single file, under 10 remaining. Ready. Cabry looked on the inside, couldn't get a jump on him. Rumsey on the gas, and he's gone. On the loud pedal, they roar back into the corner. They roar sideways in Tiernan. Tiernan sideways, trying to keep from not collecting anyone else. Tiernan goes on and he opens the door for James and Solomendo to get back to 3rd and 4th. Royal fall back to 5th. Tiernan all the way back to 7th now. No harm, no foul. They keep on going down the back straightaway. Laps wind down. 5, 4. Now make it 3 to go at the line for the leader. Rumsey high, wide, and handsome up on the outside lane in the wall against Cabry. He'll bounce the right rear off the concrete, still keep on going. 3, now make it 2 to go. The popsicle sticks are up on the flag stand. Rumsey holding on, leading the charge back into 1. Now methodically trying to muster that momentum as the battle goes on between James and Cabry for 2nd. He'll come off the top side out of turn 4. White flag in the air, the CRN 1 to go. iRacing tonight, baseball tomorrow, and final lap for Logan Rumsey. Off of turn number 4, the crossover, did he get him? Cabry couldn't get him, but around the slider, he got him back. Rumsey wins 2 weeks in a row at I-55. He won at Falls, he'll do it again, and getting it done is going to be the driver. Logan Rumsey. Here's a look at the unofficial results for round number 4 of the POWRi 410 non-wing sprint series at, of course, Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55 in Pevely, Missouri. Logan Rumsey's the winner. Cole Cabry will finish in 2nd. Shane James 3rd. Austin Simmelman 4th, and Felix Roy in the top 5. Tiernan, who hang up in the front all night long, will settle for 6th. And then it's going to be Trevor Royer, 7th, Bruce Jones, 8th. Ryan Codwell, who flipped earlier in the heat races and in the race earlier tonight, comes back to finish 9th. Bryce Barris in the top 10. 11th is going to go to Saban Bybent. Mason Hannigan at one time up in the show was also 12th. Craig Sheeran will finish in 13th. Dylan Yeager, who led most of 3/4 of the race, problems in the late rally, and he has to settle 5 laps down in 14th. Mike Augustine, 15th. Craig Silby, Vinny Sansone, Skylar Brown, Keith Bradley, Alex Sarinsky, all cars with problems, and the other 2 starters include Ernie Williams Jr., flipping immediately, along with Benjamin Hickman also getting airborne. By the way, tonight's flip count at I-55 was 9. We're going to step away. When we come back, we will grab a word with our top 3 and wrap things up here. Round 4 did not disappoint. It was exciting. It was fun. Quick heat races, quick consi, wild 40-lap race. Who wanted it more? Logan Rumsey, 2 weeks in a row from Fairbury to I-55 gets it done, and we'll talk to our top 3 on the podium next. Welcome back to Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55, Peevely, Missouri. And round number 4, the 410 non-wing sprint sanctioned by POWRi. I'm Wesley Alton. We're going to wrap things up here real quickly and talk to our top 3, get you ready for round 5 next week. And don't forget the Northwest Racing Series Trucks Daytona coming up later tonight, just about 2.5 hours now from our coverage of iRacing on LSRTV and the Community Radio Network. Grab a word quickly with a winner, Logan Rumsey in first, top 3 on the podium. We'll have a word with those drivers, and starting off first with Shane James, but I don't believe Shane James is available in our broadcast, so we'll go to the runner-up. And that is, of course, going to be Cole Cavery. Cole Cavery will finish in second. Cole, you're taking this race, man. You look good out there. Very exciting racetrack, and it looks like the track rubbered up very fast, which really changed the opportunities in the lanes of racing from the heats to the feature.
Yeah, definitely. That racetrack got gnarly there at the end. It was kind of either I sent it or I was going to be up on the ballpark. I told my crew chief, I said, yeah, either we're gonna try all the hell we can give this thing, or we're gonna be up in the grandstand. So, but yeah, that racetrack got rubbered down to the bottom right there, and unfortunately we weren't set up for that. And I mean, Yeager kind of showed us that he drove away from from us there for a while, and unfortunately he had his I think he hit the wall. But yeah, that racetrack was gnarly.
It certainly was, and obviously it changed everything in the race. There was a time on the restart where it looked like you got by him, and honestly, when you set sail into 3 on the last lap, Cole, you were in the lead. What changed there coming off that corner where Logan was able to get by you for the win?
Yeah, well, I think Logan had his mishap getting into 1 right there, so I seen that. I was going to take advantage of it and give it all I had going down into 3. Maybe if I was a little closer, if I didn't get into the wall like 3 laps before, I may have had a shot of, you know, short sliding him or something. But, I mean, I seen the door, so I was going to take it, and like any racer would. So I'm just thankful we brought this thing home in one piece after all those contacts with the wall I had. This TCM racing car was on point tonight. Big shout out to Alex McCollum for getting this thing dialed, Logan, Mike Augustine. So yeah, big shout out to them.
There you go. There's the thoughts of Caber. He'll finish, of course, in the number 2 position here tonight at I-55. Victory lane we go. He won last week at Fairbury at Falls. He does it again. Logan Rumsey, congratulations to you. Looking black in that stealth machine, and another dominating performance. Just holding off Caber there on that last lap. Give us a rundown of how the night went for you.
Yeah, we were really good early in the night. It's like a quick time. It was lights out fast in the heat race, and I knew setting up for the feature, I knew the bottom was going to be good, but I didn't realize it was going to be that good. So I set up for the top kind of middle, and Dylan obviously set up for the bottom, and I was just racing for second there because he was so fast, but he messed up and gave me the lead. And then after that, I just had to hold off Cole, and I almost gave it away there on the last lap, but we were all hitting the wall there, so that's just how it is.
Yeah, man, that's just the nature of the beast there, you guys racing. And it is disappointing to see what happened to Dylan Yeager, Mason Hannigan, even James Tiernan. I know he got back up under the top 10 and 6th at the finish, but, you know, you guys just, that's the nature of this race. This is what the POWRi 410 series has provided. We've seen these crazy races and these outcomes and finishes since we started 3 weeks ago, and tonight was no different.
Yeah, some people, they're really fast, but then they make a lot of mistakes and they end up wrecking themselves. This track's really hard to run the top, so I just try to not run right against it and just run the smoothest line and make sure I'm going to make all 40 laps and not wreck.
Well, man, you're going to try to go for the hat trick next week, bud. Your take of what's it going to be like racing next Thursday night, looking for 3 in a row. They might have to put a bounty on you.
Yeah, I don't know what track it is, but hopefully it's a bigger track so the bottom isn't that fast. But we'll test a lot and see if we can get 3 in a row.
By the way, the next race is going to be Knoxville is the plan. Knoxville Raceway. They were supposed to go to Cedar Lake, but that changed tonight. And Knoxville unofficially is where you're supposed to be going next week. Knoxville, Lernerville, Charlotte, USA, Williams Grove, Kokomo, all on the way. But another big win for you, buddy. Before I let you go, thank your sponsors. Big win for you tonight there, Logan.
Yeah, that's everyone at Team TCM. We got 1-2. And Alex McCollum for helping us test all week. The setup was pretty tuned up.
All right, well, there you go from Manchester, Pennsylvania, from the Keystone State. Another win, 2 in a row for the driver of Logan Rumsey. And that's going to wrap things up here tonight for the POWRi 410 Non-Wing Sprint Series. Of course, go to POWRi, POWRi only on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for their sanctioned bodies. Their season cranking up in 2022 very soon. And also, we want to thank the sponsors that include Elite Performance Industries, as well as Indy Race Parts and Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators. All those sponsors make it happen on a weekly basis, as well as the series director for the events, Keith Bradley. And if you'd like to know more, at iRacing on LSRTV, at iRacing at LSRTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Quick reminder, about 2 hours from now, we're back 11:25 Eastern Time with the season opener at Daytona for the Northwest Season 9 Truck Series. It will be qualifying the duels and the features. You do not want to miss it. Of course, the archives will be up here in a bit as well. For everybody at Rocket Media, Jeff Stabnow, Charles Wooten, I'm Wesley Outland. Congratulations again, Logan Rumsey.